Hello, YouTube. All right, we're trying some new stuff today. Lots and lots of new stuff. This is a live video. I'm going to turn off the fan here so that you can hear me better. I don't know if anyone's actually watching this yet at this moment. It looks like nobody's on. I don't know. I can't tell. But as you can see, we do have lighting. I ended up buying a cheap $5 ring light. This is this thing right here. It's called a Bower rechargeable ring light, and it's really cool. It's a round ring light that you clip onto your phone. So with this capability, I can actually broadcast at night now. As long as I'm close to the phone and the light. Also, you may not be aware of it. This is a new phone. I have switched my service provider back to Metro PCS and got a brand new phone in the process. I picked up a Samsung, Samsung A20, which is a really nice phone. Let me try to read your comments here. Hey, Kira, good to see you. Angry, nice to see you online. The ring light kind of blocks the screen a little bit, so I don't see everything. But you guys, does it look good? And how's the stream quality? I'm currently on their topmost plan, the most expensive plan, minus the Wi-Fi streaming, which, I mean, it still has it, but like only 5 gigabytes, not 15. So I may upgrade that to do 15 gigabytes of data. It's going to be like $5 or $10 more. They messed up when they signed me up for this. But if this works better, then this is what we're going to stick with. Of course, because I streamed so much, they could end up throttling me down on here just like they did on Cricket. Now, we're with Metro. It used to be Metro PCS, but now it's Metro by, T-Mobile? So hopefully it works better. But this ring light is really good for $5. It's like $4.88. If you have a Walmart, they sell this in the phone section with all the accessories and stuff. It's $4.88, and it's an LED light with a rechargeable battery pack inside. And basically, you mount it, you clip it onto your phone, and it gives you light. So, you could do like a nighttime broadcast. I am also considering getting a gimbal to improve the quality of the video images. Although I suppose my little handheld thingy right here, this is kind of a gimbal. Maybe I'll make some improvements. I actually do like this little guy. Remember this little guy? Looks nasty, looks bad with the tape and everything, but it's actually pretty good. It has the ability to hold the camera, tilt the camera, so I can like vlog with it. I can also spin it around, and of course it's got the extension so it can go up and down, and it's got a little clip on the end, which I put tape there because it was marring all the surfaces and stuff. So it can actually clip and hold things. Like I could actually clip this and broadcast it from it. Right now I have the camera on my dash clipped on there, but I'm just wanting to test it out because if this works well, then we can actually do like broadcasts, nighttime broadcasts, which we were having issues doing before. People say, how come I don't really broadcast at night? Because you can't see anything. At night it's dark unless I turn on all the lights and stuff. But I'm like inside the van right now, which is like kind of dark. But I do have my headlight here. See if I turn that off, turn that on. Does that make a difference? I don't have it that bright right now. That's the LED light. But what's really making the difference is this light right here. I'm going to adjust it to show you the differences. It has like different modes. Oops, here we go. Wow. That's off. This is what the broadcast would look like without the light. It just has the overhead light, and it's pretty bad. But with the light, I can adjust the brightness, and you can see it's a lot brighter. Now, this camera that I'm on, the Samsung A20, is a fairly nice camera, but it seems like it's really close. I think there's a wide angle lens on it, but I don't think the YouTube software utilizes it, so it's got me pretty close. It's got my face like right there. Trying to read your comments here, but that ring light is kind of in the way. Okay. Hey, George, good to see you online. Lena, nice to see you. And Gail. All right. Do you guys mind if I turn the fan on? Let me know if the sound, if the sound here messes with you. I lost my microphone. I've got to try to find my my clip-on mic, which would complete the process. If I get the clip-on mic, then you should be able to hear me clearly. I don't know if you can hear the fan right now. Let me know how it sounds with the fan. Is the fan like too loud? It doesn't look... What's that? I can't read the thing. Well, the camera right now is like really close, and this is YouTube's. See, it turns out when you do a live broadcast, YouTube has their own camera program, because they allow me to switch, you know, the view from forward to back. I don't know. I don't think I can zoom or anything with it. It's not the regular camera program that comes with the phone. So this is YouTube's own special version, because it actually allows you to switch between front and rear display. But this particular camera has like a panoramic view, I think. It's like a super wide angle. It's like a fairly large phone. I think it's my nicest phone. But I've got all these other phones here, which I'm going to convert to cameras for vlogging. This is my old camera. This is the one that I was using before. It is I think it's a J2. It's a Samsung J2, which was free with Cricket and Metro. And it's got the case that my son gave me. But this was my old phone. I know you can't see the picture on it, but it's got Jupiter Inlet on there. But basically, this is the phone that well, actually, that's not the one. This is another J2. This is the old one that I was using right here. This is the old phone that I was using. I know you can't see anything there, but it's quite a bit small. Hey, you could use light. Yeah, we can have some weird light effects. Woo, look at that. Disco lights. Okay, just shut off. But this was the old phone. Also a J2. Hey, look. We got Inception. You can see me inside the reflection, inside the reflection, inside the reflection. But anyhow, got all these different phones that I'm going to be mounting and stuff and using as cameras. Various cameras for various purposes. I'll probably continue to vlog when I do the vlogging. As far as the Living in a Van series, I'll probably continue to use this phone and just upload data from it. And doing the live broadcast, I will end up going on this one, which is the better one. But the reason for going live on this one is because it has, you know, Wi-Fi or internet connectivity. It works on the internet. The other phones don't work on the internet unless I turn on Wi-Fi and then try to transmit through that, but there probably will be a delay on it. So I'll pre-record segments on these phones, the smaller ones, and the live stream I'll be using this camera. I just wanted to check the quality here. Hey Pat, good to see you on here. Maggie, how's it going? You know, hey, it is what, Thursday? Tomorrow's Friday. Sunday, the solar orbiter goes up. So it's been like ultra crazy on this end, you know, really busy. I think those people have to work through the weekend. I'm not going to be working, but I don't know if I'm going to even catch the launch. I'm going to try to catch it since, you know, I was involved with it with those people. So that should be very interesting. Cross your fingers. That was a lot of work that they put into it. It's like a collaborative effort by the European Space Agency. So they'll be launching that. Then shortly, within a few weeks after that, all those people will be gone. So things should start to slow down again for me. Because like right now, it's been ultra busy, ultra crazy. And I've got some special treats for you guys. Well, kind of. The RV. I'm going to be taking it out. I think I'm going to try to take it out this weekend. I don't know why the chat text isn't showing up. I'm going to try to take the RV out this weekend to basically go exploring in it. I don't have the kids. I'll see my wife briefly, and we're going to hang out in the RV a little bit. But after that, I'm going to take it and go camping or something. Um, I do need to finish it up because it's kind of a mess. And the reason it's kind of a mess is I've been doing a lot of work on it. Not as far as finishing up the fixing, but getting the systems working. So just so you guys know what's going on, as of today, the RV is off-grid capable. Yeah. It's got, I don't know, should I tell you guys what's going on with the RV or wait to show you? What do you think? Should I tell you what the RV is currently like, or just wait and let you guys see it on the videos? Because otherwise there's going to be, it's all going to be out of sequence because you're watching it live now. And right now the videos that are running on the Living in a Van channel are approximately 1 week behind. So you guys are now out of sync with me. You're 1 week behind and falling further and further behind as the upload, schedule permits. And my ability to publish, because I'm not able to publish. Like I pre-upload them and I try to publish once a day, but sometimes I can't even do that. Although I think so far I've been publishing at least once a day. But because I produce shorter videos, when they're pre-recorded, I can edit them, as far as what I record. I basically hit the pause button and I can move the camera around and do things. Whereas like this live stream, the live shows tend to be longer because there's no editing. I can't just pause you guys during a live stream. If I hit the pause button, I think it ends the stream. So the live shows tend to be longer. The pre-recorded segments tend to be shorter. Some of them, I'm not even worried about the 10-minute thing anymore. I'm just like, if it's a 3-minute video, it's a 3-minute video. If it's a 5-minute video, it's a 5-minute video. Some of them are longer. Some of them are like 10, 15 minutes. So you're going to be seeing a variety of video lengths coming up on the pre-recorded. But I'm hoping that people will enjoy the new series, the RV Adventures, which is what I'm getting ready to do tomorrow. So I'm hoping, I haven't even figured out where I'm going yet, to take the RV somewhere totally off-grid. Well, I guess even a Walmart parking lot is off-grid. But the RV has off-grid capabilities at this point. And I don't know if I should tell you or let it be a surprise, let you see the series and see what has developed. But that's all happened within 1 week. Okay, some people want to know what's going on with the RV. Okay, I think you're telling me. Tell us. Okay, so here's what's going on with the RV. I have decided to try to make the RV almost as close as I can to being an off-grid capable house, tiny house on wheels. And trying to keep the budget within budget. Basically, I didn't want to spend more than $1,000 turning it into a complete off-grid capable house. Okay? And I think I managed to do it. And what I did was I increased the battery banks on the RV. Okay, so the RV now has 400 amp hours of battery storage. It also has the ability to generate 2,000 watts of 120 volt power, in addition to 750 watts. So it's got two inverters. It's got a 2,000 watt and a 750, and it's got a dual battery bank, a 100 amp hour and a 300 amp hour, switchable or connected. And as of today, the RV now has a generator. So I ended up picking up a used generator from the flea market. I don't know if you guys saw a while back, I went by there and I saw this guy selling a generator for about $100, and it was a 5,000 watt, I think it was a 5,000 watt generator. But I passed on it because it didn't run so well. Well, I wanted it, and I went back there, and sure enough, the guy wasn't there. I couldn't find him anywhere. So I went back to the flea market, and I kept wandering the aisles, hoping to find somebody with a generator for sale. And sure enough, Wednesday, that's when they had their thing there. somebody had a generator. It wasn't a 5,000 watt though. It was a 2,800 watt. It said it was 2,800, but really it's rated at 2,600. Peak is 2,800, but 2,600 operational. So they had that, and they wanted $120 for it. But I wasn't, I didn't want to shell out $120 for that generator, even though I had heard it running and it seemed like it was running okay. And it looked like or sounded like it wasn't too loud. Remember the 5,000 watt one? I thought it was like way, way, way loud and might be a potential issue. This other one is, it's loud, like a generator is loud, but it's not as loud as the other one. I think the rating on it is about 90 decibels, okay, which is kind of loud. So I'm going to be working on a silencer for the generator. So you're going to get to see me experiment with trying to reduce the sound output from the generator. But I was able to get it working today. I bought it, just Wednesday? So today's Thursday. So I bought it yesterday. Wow. I'm so far into the time crunch at work and everything that I'm getting my days mixed up. Days are blending together. But basically, I bought the generator on Wednesday, and I was able to mount it and get it installed and tested today. So I got it working. And it did do some bad stuff, which I will let you watch on the videos. But as of today, as of this evening, when I left the RV, I got it working. So I was able to cook some food. I just made like spaghetti as a test. Spaghetti with meatballs. Using the generator. So you'll see that episode coming up later because it was filmed. It just got uploaded. It'll take a while before it shows up. Probably a week or so. But this weekend, when I take the RV out, I'm going to be testing it out some more. Maybe I'll try to run the microwave on it. I might also test the inverter system. So it's got two power systems. It's got a battery-operated system that recharges through the alternator, and it's got a gas-powered system that runs off the generator. Now, I was not able to get the rooftop air conditioner working, and I might have even fried it because when I hooked it all to the generator, I tried to turn it on, it didn't work, and I smelled melted electronics, which is never a good smell. So I don't know if that was the battery system having issues with trying to recharge from the generator, because I didn't unplug all that. I got to find the circuit breaker and turn it off. But basically, the RV had a melty electronic smell, which is bad. My heart went, ah! So basically, I unplugged everything, turned it all off, and you guys get to see during the testing me actually almost die. Yeah. You know how I keep harping about getting a carbon monoxide detector? How you don't detect the poison. It's just there, it's just there, and then you just get sleepy. Well, when I was doing all these tests with the inverter system, using the battery bank, hooking it up and testing it out, I was charging the system up by starting the engine and letting the engine run. Well, I've got some kind of seriously bad leak, okay? And even if I didn't, I think it normally leaks into an RV anyways, because the RV is just sitting there idling. And of course, remember my front area has that little opening, so exhaust is either coming in through the front cab or through the rear, going underneath the vehicle and then coming up or whatever. But my carbon monoxide detector kept going off. And you're going to see that on the video where it kept going off while I was filming. And I didn't even, I didn't know that all that carbon monoxide was building up in there, but it got to dangerous levels and the detector went off, which probably saved my life, because otherwise I was starting to get lightheaded. You're just feeling kind of like lightheaded and sleepy. But it turns out I was getting poisoned. Yeah. So if you don't have a carbon monoxide detector and you sleep in your vehicle, get one now and get the batteries for it. It's about $15 to $20. If you don't have the money for it, let me know. I'll try to get you some money so you can pick it up. But you need to have a carbon monoxide detector. Seriously. Because even if you're not the one running the engine, you could be parked in a parking lot somewhere and somebody comes and parks next to you and they're sitting there idling their vehicle and chatting inside their car. Meanwhile, all that poison is going into the ground and bouncing up into your vehicle while you're sleeping. You might not even notice it. You just won't wake up, into the story. So the alarm went off and I was like, thank goodness I got that alarm. Now I need to find my other one and put it up near the front. So I want to have two of them. I want to have one by the cab because a potential leak from that, you remember that, the engine bay, how it has that opening? I want to make sure I have one up there in case the front cab area gets carbon monoxide while you're driving or sitting idle. And the reason is I want the idling and stuff to charge the battery bank. I got 400 amp hours of batteries that need to be charged. So I have learned that you really don't want to have the vehicle sitting on idle, the RV. You don't want it on idle with the engine running because that's how the carbon monoxide detector got, set off. It was blowing it inside the RV and accumulating to the point where it was dangerous levels. So I think while the vehicle's driving, we'll find out. And I got to poke some holes for the battery, some vent holes and stuff. The batteries are like mounted outside, but they could still seep up through the flooring. Trying to read all your comments here. Hey, Mike, good to see you on here. Gail and Todd, Elizabeth, and Sunny always. Maggie and Pia. I'm just scrolling through. Pat, good to see you on here. Gail. The only problem with the ring light is that it basically blocks the view. So I can't see all your text. Half the text has the ring light blocking it. Hello, Far East Angler. Anyhow, the Pay It Forward channel is almost at 1,000. Okay, it's almost at 1,000. So the kind of stream that you see me doing right now, I'm planning on doing on Pay It Forward as soon as we can broadcast live from there. The Living in a Van channel will have mostly recorded content. And some of it may be a little bit dated. Like it could fall by a week or two behind. But it's not going to be critical timing unless I have to do a live broadcast to bring you guys up to date because something has happened. But for the most part, the Living in a Van stuff right now is dealing with the RV. Me converting the RV to off-grid capability and taking it on the adventures. So with me having the ability to generate power and store power and use power, I'm going to be able to take that thing out into the boonies and actually use it like a real RV. It has the ability to run 120 volt power. It has the ability to recharge itself. It has the ability to run off gas if need be. So it's going to be interesting. And, I'm also looking at potentially building a water catchment system for it to try to make it self-contained. And then the only other system really is sewage disposal, which I'm still trying to figure out and work out what I'm going to do about that. And then the system would be off-grid capable. It is off-grid capable right now, and you can store your sewage and then, come back into town and go dump it, pay for the dumping station and go dump it in there. But it'd be nice to be able to get rid of it yourself, without having to come back into town and all that. I'm just basically doing a lot of off-grid living experiments using the RV. And what's cool about it is because it's an RV, you don't have to worry about building codes and all that stuff, The only thing you do have to kind of worry about is the size and the fact that it's mobile. So, but I've got some really weird ideas and plans for the RV. So if things work out, that RV is going to change quite a bit. I'm trying to read. Your energy, use something cheap. The words are blocked by the ring light. Yeah, Far East Angler is saying instant toilet. You know, I may have to make a portable toilet and not use the RV's toilet system. I guess you could even use that seat, but maybe I'll build a second toilet or work something out. I might even build something. You know how I kind of build stuff that's unexpected. So that RV for off-grid living, I may build a system on it that might kind of be interesting for people to see, because it's got some ideas. You know, I have some ideas on how to do stuff that may not be standard. They're like, I guess you say like out of the box thinking. So the RV will be built to be off-grid capable. I'm just so stoked right now, not because I had spaghetti that was cooked on the generator, but because I had spaghetti that was cooked on the generator. The generator was powerful enough to run my 1100 watt burner plate thingy, you know, the heater element thing. It could probably have run the microwave at the same time, but I didn't want to push it. Next time I'm going to test the microwave. With the ability to microwave food, I can heat up like things real quick. I can also, you know, like buy food and basically cook it in the microwave, like TV dinners and stuff, without using the rice cooker. And I do need to test it on the inverter system as well as on the generator. Most of the time, believe it or not, even though I got the generator, I'm planning on using the inverter with the battery packs. The reason for that is electricity, when generated through the alternator, it's kind of free. It's not really free because you're paying for gasoline, but you're driving anyways. And when you're driving, you're generating electricity with the alternator, and you're pulling it and storing it in your battery bank to be used. So I may even test trying to run the refrigerator freezer off that system, because although I have a total of 400 amp hours, it's really only 300 amps. I guess it depends on how. I'll have to explain that on the video. You'll have to watch the video to see how it's hooked up and why it was done the way it was done. There were technical reasons for doing it, and some of it was just me being lazy. But, you know, if it works, it works. And then if it doesn't work, then we'll adapt it and make it work, or adapt it and avoid certain things that we know make it not work. So you'll get to see how I did it and kept the cost down low. You know, I think having a system that is off-grid capable, that can generate its own power and store it, as well as using a generator, if need be, with gas, for under $800 is amazing. And that includes, that $800 price that I'm talking about includes a 2,000 watt inverter, 750 watt inverter, 2,800 watt generator, 400 amp hours, all the wiring, all the switches, basically all the components. It came up to under $800, probably $700, which I think is amazing. And in the future, I may go ahead and add solar, maybe solar with the sun or with the wind, or even water. Basically, we're using the RV as a test bed for living off-grid and generating electricity and stuff on a low budget. That's the key. You know, I get a lot of people say, Denoy, why don't you just get a big, huge ass solar panel and battery pack? You could spend literally $10,000 or $20,000 on a solar system, and it still wouldn't do everything you want it to do. Because one, you have to be able to generate enough watts, you know, coming in to recycle your battery to charge it up quickly. If you try to run air conditioner, it's expensive. As far as, when I say expensive, I mean electricity usage. So you need a huge battery bank to store that, and to refresh that battery bank, you need a huge amount of solar panels. You're looking at a system that's probably over 2,000 watts. You probably have to have over 1,000 to 2,000 amp hours of storage. This is just me off the top of my head. But if you're wanting a off-grid house or whatever, that is like a regular house almost, that can have air conditioning and lights and TV and all the stuff that you expect, you're looking at a minimum of a 1,000 watt system, possibly a 2,000 watt. Okay, my RV is only a 400 watt system, so learning to adapt with that. I'm still debating about the whole air conditioning situation. I am in Florida, so air conditioning may be important. I hope I didn't fry it somehow when I tried to experiment with the overhead one. But I'm gonna probably end up having to buy an air conditioner, a window air conditioner, 5,000 BTU. That's about $150 right there. But I think that would run directly off the 2,800 watt generator without any special stuff. Then it's a matter of mounting it in a way that, it's kind of stealth and can be moved and configured easily. Because the whole point of all this was to try to make a system that is self-contained and doesn't look too bad, doesn't look all kludgy and weird, but looks fairly decent and is very easy to use. Like basically it takes you only a minute or whatever to set up or remove. I don't want a system where you have to spend an hour or two setting up each day, when you want to camp or whatever. I basically want a system that's self-contained, that you just pull a switch, move a couple items, and it's set. So that's how the wiring's going to be. That's how the whole system will be configured. And thinking about it, I have some ideas for the bathroom on how that will be handled. Basically, we're using the RV as if it was Hut 3.0. If you guys saw Hut 2.0, you saw some of the cool stuff that I did in Hut 2.0. Hut 3.0 is going to be like 100 times better. Hut 3.0 has everything. And all hopefully for under, as far as the upgrades, under $1,000. I'm hoping to keep it under $1,000 and having a system that's capable of self-sustaining and self-charging and basically just being cheap, but also comfortable. Not cheap and, cheap. I'm trying to read your words, and half of them are blocked by the ring light. You guys are funny, reading your comments about the bathroom and stuff. But basically, the bathroom's going to be nice. I will tell you this. It's going to be a nice bathroom. And it's going to be an off-grid bathroom. And it's going to take advantage of the RV's capabilities. Because it is an RV that is pretty functional. I just feel so blessed. First off, I want to thank all of you who helped me to get this RV and for helping to maintain it and build it. So special thanks to all the people who donated to the GoFundMe, as well as to Timothy, who managed to keep it going, long enough for me to get to this point where I got the job and am somewhat self-sustaining at this point. Although I did spend quite a bit of money building all this, obviously, but I was looking at it like this. For less than 2 months rent that I was paying to park the RV to live in it, I basically can get the whole system off grid. It's crazy. When you look at how much money you spend on rent if you're still living in a sticks and bricks, between 1 to 2 months rent, you have enough money that you could build your vehicle out and make it totally off-grid capable. Just think about that. If you skip paying rent for 2 months, you can build a system similar to mine that has at least 400 amp hours, possibly 2 power sources, whether it be inverter for generating 120 volt or a generator. As long as you don't buy all brand new stuff, although the inverters and stuff you can get new fairly cheap. Generator, if you buy the cheap Chinese knockoffs, they're usually about $250 to $300 brand new. For the ones about my size are a little bit smaller. So let's say $200 or $300 for the cheap ones. But if you're lucky like me and able to find it used, you could probably get it for $100 or less. Anyhow, I am going to go ahead and sign off. Let me know how you guys enjoyed this video or not, how the quality looks. I'm going to review the video and take a look, because typically what I see on my screen isn't what shows up on the video that you guys see. I'm trying to look, and I think it's getting darker. I think my my USB ring light is getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and sign out for now. Just wanted to do this quick test. I wanted to look at the live stream capabilities and see how it looked. And if this works out, you know, we can have more live streams at night. So you won't be just seeing me during the daytime. Although I think daytime streaming is a lot better, just because it's, you know, it's got a lot more light. And we'll also be testing out the data bandwidth issue with Metro to see if they end up throttling me down like they did at Cricket. But I think Cricket was automatically throttling me down because I used so much data. They were throttling me down right at the beginning of the month, you know. So we'll see what happens with Cricket. Anyhow, I want to wish you all a good night. I want to thank you all for joining me. I hope you're all staying safe wherever you are. I don't know what the weather is like around the rest of the country, but Florida is hot. I don't know if you can hear my fan. I got the fan on right now. I'll probably be sleeping with the fan on because it is so hot out here right now. So, you know, that'll give me incentive to get the air conditioning working inside the RV. And to build up the system for sleeping in the RV with the AC on. Although, I don't know, that uses a lot of power, and if you have to run the generator is so loud. Pat wants to know if it's windy. I don't know if it's windy or not. It doesn't really help me in the van. I think it may be windy a little bit, but not that windy. I'm looking around and the trees aren't moving too much. But in the van would block the wind. Good night, everybody. I hope you all manage to stay safe. And if you're halfway around the world, good morning. Till next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. And enjoy your day wherever you are, or night. Bye-bye now.